What are you doing? We've just been woken up by the security guard knocking on the boat saying, "Oh, get up!" And they're just about to open the bridge apparently, 3 o'clock in the morning.
You've got a little coaster going down along in front of the factory.
Yeah, I see it. Olympic Marine, sailing vessel blown away, over.
Captain, this Olympic Marine.
Olympic Marine, sailing vessel blown away. Sir, we're making preparations to leave our berth and we will need some assistance to get out of here if possible, please. Over.
Captain, please, just a moment, please.
Okay, stand up.
4 radio calls later, 2 conversations that were answered, and an hour sitting on the dock with the engine running, waiting for these guys to turn up.
GoPro's going to catch this. So we're a 50-foot boat. We're in a berth here in Olympic Marine that we have to get out of. They put us in here with a rib. They weren't overly helpful at the time. I did ask them to give me a far easier berth than this, but so this boat's 50 feet long. The gap in this channel 45 feet. So the only way I can get out is to put my bow over there and then push it around with a rib if they've got one, because trying to get out of here under my own power is virtually impossible. The wind is from astern. The minute I go into neutral, I'm going to drift sideways into the boats on the opposite dock. When I try to swing my stern is going to crash into this dude. So yeah, stay tuned. this could get funny.
Numerous radio calls later, still no activity from the Marineros or the office. At 55 euros per night to stay in this marina, you kind of expect better service than to be ignored. We were asking for assistance to help us out of a tight berth that they pushed us into. In the end, the neighbouring boats helped us to get our boat out of the marina. We used lines from the dock to our midship bollard, motored forward so that the boat couldn't go any further than that line, and allowed the wind to swing us sideways until we were facing in the right direction. We then got the neighbouring boat to slip the line so that we could motor forward and get out of there, basically. The one good outcome of this is that the Schenker watermaker agents that are in Athens turned up on time. They did a good job. Our watermaker is now fully functional, and it is the only reason we came into this marina in the first place. So thank you, Schenker.
Difficult to see. We now have water coming out of the tank vent, which means our water tank is full. Thank you, Natalie.
It's good. But because Ian's such a good driver and because he's got quite good crew, we managed it.
Yeah. Me and Nelson have done most of the work, as always.
Yeah.
And now where are we heading?
We are heading to a little island called Nisos Styra.
A little island?
No, a little island.
Do you think Audi are ever going to build any islands?
No, it's a little island. It is quite little. Like Evia, all along here, is an island. And that's quite a
they're
big
not going to see that.
island.
It's too smoggy.
Exactly. But where we're going is quite a small island. So we're hoping to anchor there later this afternoon and get Nelson back in the water for a swim. Cool off, because this week in Greece there's in the news it said there was forecast a heat wave. The temperatures get up to 43 degrees.
And we started heading north again. No wind whatsoever. Doesn't matter, we'll motor, and we're looking to go back to anchor as soon as possible. To find good anchorages, we use a couple of things. We use Navionics on our iPad because it often has more detail than the CMAP charts on our Simrad chart plotters. We use Navily, which is an online app, and we use our pilot books.
Okay, so if you look at this, it says deep water. Pale blue is more shallow water. Those are all contour lines, just the same as they are on land. And there's a pool inside of there. But it says there's a 0.5 metre contour there that stops me from accessing that pool, which is a shame because I'd really like to go in there. On our chart plotter actually shows a rock in the entrance, but doesn't show any shallow area. It shows that patch there, which is 5 metres, and a 10 metre contour off of it. So Goldfish. Hello.
Hello.
So I'm sending my Goldfish in to go and have a scout and see if we can get into that pool, into the deeper water between the island and the mainland.
Sometimes you just have to push the boundaries. This place is absolutely stunning, and the sea map chart was the correct one.
Very pretty anchorage. Very, very green, very, very blue, very, very sandy. I didn't get the chance yesterday to put the drone up. Should have put it up this morning, but there's waves in it now, so all the clarity of the water is gone. But this is a very pretty anchorage. Absolutely flat calm today, not a breath of wind at all. We don't like to motor, but we are going to try and get as far north as we can before the Meltemi kicks in. That northerly wind that comes through the Aegean on a day-to-day basis. We want to be as far north as we can possibly get before it starts. So we've got a couple of days of light wind, so we are going to be under engine, and it is like glass. On our port side we have a shipyard with a few cruise liners over there and a graveyard. So there's a few things over there that are never going to see the surface again. So it's quite an industrial area. Up ahead of us, cement factory, ships, bridges, all kinds of stuff that we normally avoid. So down there somewhere is a channel that we need to find, and we're looking for the Chalkis Bridge.
Okay, under the bridge you've got 2 greens.
Yeah.
You've got a red marker in the water,
Okay.
and then you've also in the tree line you've got red and white on like stilts on the land.
Okay.
And then you've got a little coaster going down along in front of the factory.
Yeah, I see a white one.
Which has got like a digger thing on it.
Okay, cool.
I do not see any vessels coming through the bridge.
Okay.
So this is the road bridge that you come under just before you round the corner to the Chalkis Bridge, which is the inland sea and the inland water between Evia and mainland Greece.
I can't remember the last time we went under a bridge. I think southern Spain, maybe 6 years ago. I've lost track. Quite a while. So we're just about to go under this bridge here, Boyd Channel. Bridge is 30 metres. Our mast is like 15 with an antenna of a 1 metre antenna. So our air draft is approximately 16 metres. That's what I normally work around. So we've got no problems going under this, but I'm sure when we see the footage it'll always look scarier than it actually is. So that's us going through this gap here. And our next great adventure is the lifting bridge. So we have to do this bridge next, Chalkis Bridge, which will open about midnight. So we are going to anchor or tie up over here somewhere. Haven't decided which yet. We'll go down and take a look at the town quay, but that is where we are heading.
luckily we're only a catch.
And for those of you that are going to do this passage, there is a dock here which is sign written Yacht Berth Pier, painted red, and the office to pay your dues. So the toll fee to go under the bridge for us was €35, and that is the office you need to pay there. Pay your money, sit back and wait, listen in on the VHF radio, and they will call your name when you're ready to go through. I'd say that sailing in the Mediterranean is very easy because there are no tides.
No tides.
No tides. How do you feel about that right now?
Well, I'm currently looking at the water flowing through the Chalkis Bridge that we've got to get through later this evening.
So about those no tides, what we're saying there is that is a, I'm going to go with that being a 6-knot flow through there.
Yeah, 6 or 7 knots I think it is.
Easy. I've done 6 or 7 knots through the King's Roads in the Severn estuary in Bristol, which has got a 15-metre tidal range. This place only got a half-metre tidal range, and I'm looking at 6 knots of flow. What's going on?
It looks Let's see your face on the camera.
Hey! What are you doing?
Hey, Bobby.
Oh, in the tidal streams. So they said be ready for 9 o'clock, i.e. 9 o'clock in the evening. It's closer to 9 o'clock in the morning now. It's 0300 and we've just been woken up by the security guard. We gave up. We gave up and went to bed. We've just been woken up by the security guard knocking on the boat saying, "Oh, get up." And they're just about to open the bridge apparently, 3 o'clock in the morning. So that's where we're going. That bridge there is going to slide back out of the way. It literally does slide back out of the way, and then we're going through that gap. Which one of these lights is a small boat? And they're all going to be in my way.
Okay, the bridge has finally gone. It's only about 4:10 in the morning, and this is where we are just heading. And this is how the bridge slides back in under the road.
We've got all the deck lights on, but it's 4:30 AM in Chalkis Bridge. We're through.
It took us 13 hours from arriving in Chalkis.
13
just the other
hours.
side of that bridge. You can still see the bridge in the distance.
There's a ship just gone through as well.
We
Okay.
arrived at about 3:30 yesterday afternoon in Chalkis.
It's the only bridge I think I've ever paid in the boat. I've paid them to move the bridge out of the way. You normally pay a toll fee to cross a bridge in your car,
Yes.
but here you have to stop, go and pay them at the port office.
Wait 13 hours.
Wait 13 hours and then they move
up
the
at
bridge out of the way for you.
Get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
It's quite funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're through Chalkis Bridge. It's a bit speculative, just kind of aim the camera in the general direction, hope a dolphin jumps in front of us. Got one, but out range. We've got some playmates! Just as I was saying, we haven't played with dolphins in so long. And they come over to find us. And they're playing in our bow wave. Where'd he go? Yeah. He's big as well. I'll come up for a breath in a minute. Come on, big boy. The sun's over there. He hasn't been up for breath in ages. We have just received a request for assistance, and we are on our way to see what we can do. Sailing vessel Mississippi, this is blown away, 08, over.
Blown away.
Yeah, sir, can you tell me what the problem is, your problem, over?
My engine stopped suddenly and I can't restart it.
Okay, copy that. We're en route to your location, we have you on AIS. We're 10 degrees off course, I'm heavily distracted.